Okay, this is homework help for Math 2, Unit 7, Lesson 2B. We basically took Lesson 2 and broke up in two parts. You remember Lesson A was dealing with special right triangle 45, 45, 90. Lesson B deals with the 30, 60, 90 triangle. So draw one here. If this is my 30 and this is my 60, the smallest side, so I'm going from the 30 down, the smallest side over here will be my x value. My height of my triangle, my tall one here, is going to be x root 3, and my hypotenuse across from the right angle will be 2x. So this becomes the little thing I need to work with as I work through these problems today. And again, I'm looking at 12, 13, 16, and 18. So here we go. Let's look at number 12 first of all. We have x and a y value. We have a hypotenuse. We can see that it's a 60. No problem there. When I look back at my picture to begin with, they gave me the hypotenuse of 14. Okay? The hypotenuse is 2 times the value of the one across opposite of the 30. So here's my 30. So across from that is the y value. So my y value won't be 2 times this, it will be half of that. So y is equal to half of what they gave me, 14. So y equals 7. And now that I know this value is 7, and look and see if that's 7, then my height right here, or my leg, is going to be 7 root 3. So x will equal 7 root 3. So it's a lot of just kind of plugging in and looking what do they give you and what do you still need to know. Alright, look at the next one. We have 30 down here. Okay, 30 is always across from my x value, or my original value there. So 15 is what I'm working with. Lovely. If that's 15, then my hypotenuse is 2x, right? So don't worry about the xy. I know there's different things here. If I wanted to, I could call that a and b. It doesn't really matter. So I know I'm looking at, for the y is equal to 2x. So x happens to be 15. So 15 times 2 is 30. So my y value is 30. And then for this leg value here, it's simply what they gave me, 15 root 3 is what x equals there. So use the picture and just make sure you know which sides you're looking at here. Where's the hypotenuse, where's the small side, where's the leg, and you're all set on those ones there. Look at number 16. Same idea, but now I have a real life situation. The top of a giant slide is 30 feet off the ground. The slide rises at an angle of 30 degrees to the nearest whole foot. What is the distance down the slide? So they're trying to find out what is this value down the slide. This is my unknown value. Okay. Alright, so once again, knowing what I know, if this is 30, this is like the x value, right? This is the short side. Not because it's 30 feet, but because it's across from my smallest angle, 30. Across from my smallest angle makes it 30. If that's x, the hypotenuse is simply 2 times the value of x. Well, x I said was 30, so this becomes 2 times 30, which is 60. And in this case here, it's 60 feet. And that's it for number 16. Look at number 18. 18 is a little different. It's really not too bad. It may look a little frightening, lots of lines and things like that. But think of it as 2 different triangles inside a large triangle, and we can look at the different parts to solve this one here. Okay, so let's start with what we know. If I remember from my 45, 45, 90 triangles, I know that if this is 45 and this is a 90, this is also 45. And again, this is a problem where it doesn't matter so much what order you go in, go with what you see first. So if I remember from the last lesson, when I had a 45, 45 triangle, I had x values on the legs and my hypotenuse was x root 2. When I look at this question here, I see it's the same setup. So I see an x root 2 there, which tells me that the value of b is going to be 12. You follow me there? because I have x becomes an x, a 12 becomes a 12. Because that's 12, that means that A is also 12. So now I have the values of A and B. Okay? Now let's take a look at our next triangle. I have one over here, and I have a 30, and this is probably going to be a 60, 90. Knowing what I know about these triangles from up above, 30, 60, 90, the value across my 30 is my x, and my hypotenuse becomes a 2x, and that becomes an x root 3. So, in this case, my x value is 12, my hypotenuse, we said, was 2x, and my leg is x root 3. Well, what is x? X is 12, so 2x becomes 2 times 12, which is 24. And then I plug the 12 into this one for this case, and I get 12 root 3. So if I want to write that down in a nice way, I could say A, B, C, D equal, 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 equal. A is equal to 12, B is equal to 12, C is 12 root 3, and D is 24. So don't get intimidated by lots of lines and triangles. Break it up into smaller chunks and see what you can figure out. Okay, thank you.